The sale of the photo-sharing phone app Instagram to Facebook for $1 billion has given renewed energy to social media entrepreneurs all over the world. Instagram was started in the US, but there's a whole band of designers here in Australia whose websites and apps are getting more and more devotees. Suzanne Tyndall is the news editor of the technology website ZDNet.
Well, the great thing about social media and apps is that it's an industry that almost anyone can get into because it doesn't necessarily require a lot of startup capital. All you need is a great idea. So Australia is up there with the rest of the world in being able to participate in that, and that's why down here we've got our own Silicon Beach as opposed to the Silicon Valley. Laid back, could be in the Gold Coast, could be in Sydney, could be in Brisbane, but we've got our own thriving startup community down here.
Which are some of the biggest websites, biggest phone apps developed here in Australia?
Well, one of the famous ones actually that was brought up by a large app called Evernote last year is called Sketch. Now that's, you can basically take a screen capture and then annotate or draw on that screen capture, and it was very popular. And Evernote felt that Sketch could provide them with an extra feature for their own app, so they were bought up. And the developers of that had already signed a deal with Apple previous to that, so they've had actually a reasonable amount of success.
And it seems that there are two types of phone apps or websites. You've got one like Sketch that's just a bit of fun, it seems, then others which have a more practical application.
That's true. For instance, there is a developer who created a thing called TripYou, which is very useful for many commuters who might want to get to A to B and know which bus to take or which train to take. And basically that uses government public transport data, which is free to anyone, and anyone could have developed that app, but he developed it on a train basically during out time from his job, so when he was travelling there and back. And now it's one of the top apps on the App Store.
And is there a $1 billion app amongst them, or did Instagram just get lucky?
I definitely think that there's a possibility for an Aussie app to be out there that is worth $1 billion valuation. However, they need to be globally applicable, they need to do what they do extremely well, and they need to do it so well that a company would want to buy them out to stop other companies buying them out. And this was the case with Instagram, that Facebook wanted to remain the social king, and so therefore it needed to buy out Instagram for its photo application, which does things very well with very minimal clicks, and that's what it did, and that's what led to the $1 billion valuation.
Suzanne Tyndall, thank you.
Thank you.